So for this lesson, we're going to be identifying functions. And it says if two ordered pairs have the same first x-coordinate but different second y-coordinates, then the relation is not a function. So to do this, we're going to look at these first coordinates here, the x. And remember, the first number is x and the second number is always y. So if we look at our numbers, we've got -4, -1, 2, 5, and 10. So to determine whether or not that this is a function, we're going to see if any of these numbers repeat, okay? So if we look at this, we don't see a repetition of any of these first numbers. They're all different. So since they are all different, then this would be a function, okay? Now let's look down here at example number 2. We're only going to, if you've got a table, you only have to look at this x. You don't really, it doesn't matter if it repeats in the y. It just matters if it repeats in the x. Okay, so here we have 0, and here we have 2, but this time we actually have two number 2s, right, in our x-coordinate. So that x-coordinate is repeating. And because we have these two that are the same, then this is not a function. Okay, if we look at number 3, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So would this be a function? Do any of these first coordinates repeat? No. So, because then none of them are repeating, then it is a function. Right? Another way, if you have graphs to determine if it's a function, is to use the vertical line test. Okay, and what that does is it means that if you run a straight line down on this anywhere, will it cross the same point twice? Will it have a place that's crossing at the top and the bottom? Such as over here. If I run a straight line down this line is getting crossed twice. Then it's getting crossed here at the top, and then it's getting crossed again. The same thing over here. It's going to be crossed twice. It's crossing that line twice. So because it crosses twice, it's not a function. Because for it to cross twice, it means that both of these lines would have to have the same x-coordinate. Right? Remember, this is our x. So this point here would still be a +3. And this would be a +3. The y-coordinates would be different, but the x-coordinates would be the same. Okay, but if you look at these ones over here, if you look on this line, there's nowhere on this graph that any of these lines have 2 points on that same, like this blue line here that's running down. It's not crossing twice, okay? So this one would be a function. So basically, when you look at it, if you're using a graph, just look and see if, you think if I run that vertical line, or even if it's got the lines like this, if you're on this line here and here, you can see them's on the same line, right? They have the same x-coordinate. So if it has crosses twice, then it's not going to be a function, okay?